Probably the most inspiring request we've heard over the years has been, can you be my primary care provider? ExperCARE was created with a vision for bringing access to top quality healthcare close to home. Because I had sewn up more than a handful of people on my kitchen table when the closest place to go was Savannah or Hinesville, to see it grow into an award-winning, on-demand healthcare company that's known for providing exceptional customer service to patients of all ages, 7 days a week, extended hours, while also being a network with insurance. It's more than just a dream realized. It's an inspiration for what more can we do. We're absolutely thrilled to launch an innovative and exciting new healthcare model right here in Richmond Hill. Imagine taking what you know and you love about the convenience of urgent care and being able to access primary care and preventative health care in the same way. No appointment ever needed, 7 days a week, extended hours. Our goal is to break down the silos that frustrate us all and fragment the delivery of healthcare service, and to create a seamless experience for you and your family. But first things first, none of this, and I mean none of it, would be possible without the incredible team that actually gets all the work done. It's not me. This team is truly the best of the best, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to work with them as we transform the future of healthcare.
ExperCARE, it has been a wonderful 15 years in Richmond Hill, and today marks a turning point that means we will be gaining an even more successful time of healthcare in our city. Your impact on our residents' healthcare is not only remarkable here in our city, but with 300 employees in 2 states, thousands more can enjoy expert and timely attention. From establishing quick treatment for breaks and sprains, sinusitis issues, and cases of the flu, to how you trailblazed during the COVID pandemic, remarkable is an apt description of the quality medical care that you have brought to our city and delivered timelessly. ExperCARE provided some of the first immediate COVID tests, and before that, some of the first drive-up testing and vaccination locations. Being the community builders that they are, they worked closely with the city as we, together, navigated uncharted waters and with success. And now by adding Dr. Seibert and changing your business model, Dr. Seibert is one of the most sought after medical doctors in our area. We will add a much needed component of primary care that the city very much needs. It can be difficult in Richmond Hill to receive timely primary care and preventative care, especially for non-established patients. However, now residents can receive the quick quality treatment that they are accustomed to at ExperCARE, plus the benefits of a full-time doctor and staff that they can see when needed. This is spreading the wealth, if you will. Catherine, Dr. Seibert, and your entire team, you do much for our city, and we thank you. This is a great day in Richmond Hill as quality medical treatment and compassionate care take a great leap forward. I'm honored to be here and celebrate with you and to celebrate for our incredible city. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Catherine, for inviting me to be here. You know, we go back a long way, Catherine and I. You know, I watched her through her journey getting to where she is today. It started probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when she was over at, it was Optum, not now, but at Southeastern Orthopedics. So, you know, you've done a great job. I mean, tremendous success here doing what you've done. You filled a need in our community. You know, you're doing a great job in getting the right people in the right places, you know, with like Dr. Bob Mazur, you know, West Point graduate, great ER doctor, great friend outside of work. You know, he's a great friend of mine outside of work and outside of his medical, what he does medically. You have Dr. Carson. I don't know that he's here or not, but Dr. Carson, you know, I've known him since Garden City his industrial medicine days about 25 years ago. And, you know, it was one of my favorite folks to call on when I was calling on doctors over there. You got Dr. Seibert now, which took care of my kids when they were younger, when he first started here, I guess, right after, yeah, so a long time ago. But, you know, and that's the thing, and he's had a huge impact on Richmond Hill. And, you know, when you get people like this, not only great physicians in your practice, in this thing, these are good business folks too. And, you know, a lot of times doctors, are great doctors and they're not so good at business, but these folks are good at business, and I think, the sky's the limit for you with the team you have now. I just like to say, thank you for giving me this opportunity to come out. Thank you for the physicians. Thank you for your staff. And you've done it excellent in this community. And again, I wish you all the well going forward. Again, the sky's the limit for you and your team here. So just thank you, and thank you for being in Richmond Hill and your other locations too.
Well, thank y'all very much, and here we grow again. How exciting. And this is really good, and I'll tell you why it's really good, because it's healthcare. Look, I know that Carter, I know that Russ, and all the elected officials will tell you, when people are looking to locate to an area, two of the top priorities for them, first of all, are education. What's the educational system like? But secondly, healthcare. What's the healthcare system like? That is important for a community. That's why you've got to have a good education system. We've got a great education system here in Bryan County and Richmond Hill. That's why you've got to have a good healthcare system, and we are blessed to have a good healthcare system here. In Congress, I serve on the Energy and Commerce Committee and on the Health Subcommittee. One of my priorities has been to make sure we're improving healthcare services in America, because after all, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat or an independent, we all want the same thing. We want accessible, affordable, quality health care. That's important. Accessibility is important, affordability is important, and quality is important. This helps us right here. ExperCARE is really helping us blaze that path toward where we need to go to make sure that we have all three of those things. So often in the government, we think that we can solve problems by regulation. That's erroneous. What we need is more innovation. Innovation like this. Innovation where you combine emergency services and with primary care services. That's the kind of innovation we're talking about here. This will serve people well. As a pharmacist in Congress, and by the way, for many years, I was the only pharmacist in Congress. In fact, the first pharmacist to serve since the early 70s. Well, we've since got another pharmacist in Congress. So at one time, I was the only pharmacist in Congress. Now I'm just the oldest pharmacist in Congress, but that's okay. But I've set as my priority not only reducing drug costs, but making sure that we improve healthcare services. This is an example of where we can improve healthcare services. Improve healthcare services because a more healthy community is a better community. When people are healthy, they can go to work. When people are healthy, they can go to school. Helping keep people healthy helps our community, and that's vitally important. So thank you, Catherine. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your innovation. Dr. Seibert, thank you. We appreciate you very much. And of course, he's a smart doctor. He married a pharmacist, so that's very important. Making sure that we have health care. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Our community needs this. Our district needs this. This is the type of innovation that's going to carry us into this next century. This is the kind of innovation that's going to help our community grow and help make our district more healthy. Thank you, and God bless you.
What an honor and blessing it is to be here today. I'm humbled to speak after three politicians. These guys I love, though. And honestly, Congressman Carter fights in Washington for the same values that we hold dear here in urgent care. That's kind of special. When we opened these doors in 2009, Catherine had a vision to provide quality health care to this growing community. Back then, I was in the Army. We had to drive to Fort Stewart for all our kids' appointments. And a lot of the folks out there had to drive to Savannah. And then, God forbid, we had an unplanned problem in daily life, such as sprains and laceration, cuts, even something simple as lost medications. You had to go to the ER for that. I know. I've worked at St. Joe's for the last 17 years, and it was terrible when folks had to wait 4 or 5 hours. Still is, when they could come right here, but it wasn't here back then. So I want to take a moment to say what values have guided us since the beginning. Those are caring, teamwork, and a positive attitude. Am I doing okay, babe? I believe the most important is caring. It's part of our name, ExperCARE, right? And heck, we're in the healthcare business. Health care. You're supposed to care about folks. Should be easy, but we all know it doesn't happen out there, right? So how do we do it? How do we care? We treat every patient with compassion and respect, just as if they were a family member. And if you think about it, everybody's a family member to somebody. It's their wife or daughter, father, mother, grandparent. When I was in Iraq, I prayed that if my family was ill, there would be somebody back here treating them like a family member. I asked God for help. Cam's over there. He asked me to say that. But I kind of got this divine intervention, I guess. I realized if I wanted it to happen back here, then I needed to treat every patient I saw with kindness, compassion, and respect, even in a war zone. It's kind of a challenge, but it just, I think I don't have PTSD because you do the right thing. As the medical director, I brought that attitude back here with me when I came to urgent care. And I strive to instill it in all the providers and the team members that we work with in here every day. The next most important value is having a positive attitude. Here at ExperCARE, we embody this by working as a team. You've heard that team thing a lot, played on a lot of teams. But as a team member, you need to bring energy and enthusiasm to work every day or to the field, whatever you're a part of. You need to be honest. You need to have some integrity. But everybody isn't on their A game every day. So as a team member, you get support from others, and you also don't want to let them down. I think our patients can feel that and sense it as it translates to quality healthcare when they're in there being treated by a whole team. Because of the values we strive to uphold, caring for every patient, I believe we built something truly special here. Gets me a little choked up. Caring, teamwork, positive attitudes are timeless principles that will continue into the future as we strive for innovative ways to provide health care for everybody that walks through those doors, or I see on my iPhone, or downtown, or everywhere else. Thank you for all being a part of this journey, and I look forward to continuing to serve this wonderful community.
My favorite part of working in Richmond Hill for these last 20 years has been sharing the countless stories, joy, heartbreak, tragedy, but also recovery and of health with families in this community. One of the most memorable moments happened after a lunch here in town. I went straight from a lunch salad, I think it was at Plum's, loaded with onions, into a checkup on a 5-year-old girl. Mid-checkup, she looked up at me, said, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" She said, "You smell like my dog, Amos." Ever since then, I have avoided onions, and I have chewed gum, wondering how many of my patients have thought the same thing. Unfortunately, not all the stories have been as lighthearted. Over the years, the stories have changed. Now there's symptoms of anxiety and depression, of fatigue, of headaches, heartbreak, school, work problems. Patients have told me that when they try to access healthcare to solve these problems, they encounter long waits, fragmented care, and only rare instances in which their lives, their strengths, their nutrition, their sleep are all considered. My wife Heather and I have cared for many complex and beautiful people and have learned about humanity and about family and about ourselves as well. Partnering with ExperCARE and with Catherine is a tremendous step towards solving some of the challenges that modern healthcare brings. Although there are many facets to this partnership and this solution, I'm going to focus on 2 this morning: access to healthcare and next level nutrition and preventative care. Access to healthcare, as you've already heard, is a national dilemma. I've seen firsthand neighbors and friends who wait weeks or months to get care they need. In their efforts, folks end up in various urgent walk-in late-hour clinics and emergency rooms. And in doing so, they're unintentionally assembling a team of providers of variable experience and quality who usually can't communicate because of their own busy schedules and information systems that don't communicate. The result is confusion, contradictory advice, and poor follow-up. 7 days a week throughout the Lowcountry, ExperCARE solves this. We have all locations sharing everything, from notes to plans to imaging and lab results to messaging between providers. In addition, our team has members with expertise in many fields, and we emphasize the compassion and the humility. I say this looking at Alex and thinking about her expertise in women's health and how glad I am to lean on that sometimes. Thank you, Alex. But how we really need to dig down, find the compassion and the humility it takes to reach out to the best team member for each individual patient. When you need healthcare, whether it is for prevention or for wellness or acute injuries or illnesses, just come in. You don't need appointments for these things. Trust our team and we'll treat you as we would our own family. Preventative healthcare is another piece of the puzzle we're solving, and I'm very passionate about this piece of the puzzle. Although I am grateful for and I often use the tools of conventional medications. These tools are becoming increasingly expensive, they carry significant side effects, and they're generally only offered after illness develops. Science is now starting to show that the choices we make every single day about the specifics of our nutrition, our supplements, our sleep, our family, and importantly, our spiritual health, all underlie the illnesses that we currently wait to see develop and then try to treat. These need to be made a priority. We aim to bridge the gap between a supplement world that dismisses proven conventional healthcare and healthcare that often neglects to dig into the details of how we live and develop illness in the first place. This whole person approach to healthcare is called functional medicine, and it will become a large part of our practice as we grow. Thank you for trusting us with your family's care. Thank you for trusting our team. Thank you for seeing beyond urgent care or primary care and being part of ExperCARE.
It's so wonderful to commemorate this with a ribbon cutting. This moment marks a significant milestone in our journey, and more importantly, a new chapter in our commitment to transforming healthcare. ExperCARE, as you heard, was founded in 2009 with a clear mission to revolutionize access to high-quality healthcare. Since our inception, we've been dedicated to addressing the critical issues in traditional healthcare models. Today, we are grateful to serve patients at 13 locations across Southeast Georgia and Northwest Alabama, and we're thrilled to be expanding our reach even further. Our approach to healthcare is grounded in the belief that accessing care should be as convenient and seamless as possible. We recognize a major gap in the traditional primary care model: accessibility. We understand the frustration that can come from having to navigate complex appointment systems, limited hours, and fragmented services. That's why we developed a new model that combines the best aspects of urgent care with comprehensive primary and preventative health care. This is healthcare on your terms. Imagine the convenience of urgent care where you can walk in without an appointment and get the care you need when you need it. And now envision that convenience extended to primary and preventative care services. At ExperCARE, we've made this a reality. Our facilities are open 7 days a week with extended hours, ensuring that you and your family can access the care you need without the typical constraints of a traditional office hour. We're particularly excited to introduce an important expansion right here in Richmond Hill first, and starting today, well, actually last week, we're offering a full range of on-demand preventative care. This means you can walk in for a checkup, for sutures, all under one roof. X-ray, labs, really anything you need. We'll come alongside you and help you figure that out. This is more than just a new service. It's a step towards a more integrated and accessible healthcare experience for the whole family. Our mission at ExperCARE is to break down the silos that often fragment healthcare services. We want to eliminate the barriers that separate different types of care so that you can have a seamless experience from start to finish. By integrating urgent care with preventative services, we're working towards a more cohesive and patient-centered approach to healthcare. This approach is driven by our core values, Dr. Mazur spoke about them earlier, of integrity, compassion, teamwork, enthusiasm, and innovation. Our team is committed to not only meeting your healthcare needs, but coming alongside you and your family as a thought partner in your healthcare decision-making. We see every patient as a person with unique needs and concerns, and we strive to provide care that is both effective, efficient, and empathetic. Over the past 15 years, ExperCARE has earned the trust of our community through dedication to high-quality care and continuous learning and improvement. Our team's unwavering commitment to excellence is reflected in every interaction and every service we provide. We're honored, truly honored, to be part of this community and contribute to its health and well-being. Looking ahead, we are excited about the future. Our expansion plans include rolling out on-demand preventative care at additional locations across Georgia in the coming months. We're dedicated to making healthcare even more accessible and convenient for everyone, and we're thrilled to have you with us as we embark on this next phase of our journey. We invite you all to come check out our facility today. It's gotten a new facelift, and meet our incredible team. They are truly the best of the best. We've designed state-of-the-art facilities with you and your experience in mind, and for the future of healthcare and accessing this new model. So whether you're seeking urgent care, a routine checkup, preventative services, or we're here to provide that care you need or help you figure out where you need to be next. Thank you for being here to support us and for your continued trust in ExperCARE. Together, we're building a healthier, more connected community.